Tired of visiting the same old ports? Discover how the real adventure might just be staying on board. In this video, we'll explore the myriad of experiences that await you on the cruise ship while others disembark for port tours. We'll highlight the unique onboard activities, relaxing amenities, and surprising perks available to those who choose to stay. By the end, you'll discover how maximizing onboard time can enhance your cruise experience in unexpected ways. And I'm about to uncover a little-known onboard luxury experience that can completely transform your port days into unforgettable memories. Stay tuned for that. Biggest draw to me, uncrowded amenities. It's like an exclusive ship experience. Enjoy the top deck pools without the usual crowds. Loungers, hot tubs are more accessible and enjoyable. No lines for the popular slides and the deck games. It's like a ghost ship, almost. Don't get me wrong, you're not going to be literally the only people on the ship. There's still going to be other people around, but it's different. It's very different. Spa and wellness. Pamper yourself. Sometimes there are discounted spa packages available on port days. Treat yourself to a range of massages, beauty treatments. Hit that gym for the best view at sea with no waiting for equipment. Culinary ventures. Dine like royalty. Specialty restaurants are less crowded, offering prime seating, cooking classes, wine tastings, all available for any kind of culinary experience. You're going to find some restaurants are going to be closed during port days. That's just, their staff needs a break, they need to clean, whatever. But you are going to find that some of the specialty dining and arguably half of the other dining experiences on board are going to be open. You're going to be able to go there for lunch. You're going to be able to have a snack. And you're not going to be waiting in line with 800,000 other people. I mean, be prepared. Do some research. Find out what's open and what's not open on port days if you know in advance that you're not going to get off the ship. My wife and I are going on a cruise next month, and we know one of the stops is Nassau. We're not getting off that ship. We're already starting to do the research to see what shops are going to be open, what restaurants are going to be open, and figuring out how to truly enjoy ourselves. Now, this one's a little unique, a little special. Sometimes the entertainment venues will be doing rehearsals while you're in port. Well, actually, not sometimes. Usually they are doing rehearsals, but sometimes the staff will allow you to attend those rehearsals. Not always. It depends on the ship. It depends on what's going on, but sometimes you'll get kind of a sneak peek behind the scenes. They're just going to be practicing. It's not going to be the same as the show, but you might get a chance to ask the entertainers, a couple of quick questions. Might, get a chance to talk with them and see what it's like being in a show on board a ship. Exclusive workshops. Sometimes you get the opportunity to learn something new while you're in port. There are sometimes art classes. There are sometimes digital photography courses, guest lectures on a bunch of different topics that you might not know about if you're off the boat in the port. Read the daily planner. You'd be surprised at what information you can dig out of that. So wondering which hidden space on board transforms entirely on port days, almost into your own private enclave? Don't go anywhere. A taste of peace. Quiet corners. On port days, the ship is very different. You can walk around hearing virtually nobody. You can sit in a bar that 12 hours prior was bustling with people and noise and activity, and just sit there and read a book or relax, take a nap. So there are times when I'm on a cruise where I just need some downtime, some quiet time. And I don't always want to just sit in my cabin, my stateroom to do that. So there have been times where we have either not gone off the ship when we're in port, or gone off, walked around and came back on, and we're back on board by like noon or 1 o'clock, and just relaxed at the pool with maybe 20 other people, maybe 50 other people, or sat in the solarium with 3 people. So it's different. If you're on board with your family and you find you need or want to connect with them without the hustle bustle and running around, stay on board. Sit down in one of the lounges, play a board game. Just hang out with them. Have a meal with the undivided attention of the staff, and it's just the 4 of you. There are a lot of options. Create your own adventure. Sometimes the ship will offer small group tours, fun scavenger hunts throughout the ship, activities that you're not going to get when 3,000 people or 4,000 people are on board. So again, read through that daily planner. You're going to find a lot of information in there. And honestly, these days, most people don't even glance at it. Capture in the moment. Photo ops. So now we all know about the ship's photographers. We all know they want to sell you their photographs. Okay, cool. A lot of times they leave their backdrops up because it's too much of a pain in the butt to take them down. Walk around the ship, capture those photo ops without being pressured to buy photos. Just take pictures around the ship. If you want to take pictures of the ship without 50 people in the background, now's the time to do it. Walk around the ship, get pictures of you and your honey in the pool without another soul in the photo, in the hot tub, on the bow of the ship, on the stern. Well, you won't be able to see the wake because there's no wake, but you get the drift. Take advantage of the less amount of people. So coming up, there's a unique onboard offering that might just be a ticket to a VIP experience, so just reserved for a few people. Socialize with the crew. Crew members, not always, but in general, during port days, they're a little bit less busy, particularly not the room attendants. Room attendants, they still have the same amount of work to do, whether you're on board or in port. But the bar tenders, the wait staff, the pool attendants, those people, they seem to relax a little bit more during port days because there are not as many people that they have to care for and watch out for. So a lot of times, we've been able to sit and chat with various crew members and learn a little bit more about them and where they're from and why they're out doing this and why. In general, to me, staying on board when in port, not something we do every time because, we are there to see, the port of call, to see the destination. But on average, every 2 or 3 cruises, we find, one of those days we're sitting on board and enjoying ourselves and getting some peace and quiet. So as you consider staying on board for that next cruise stop, don't forget to spend a few minutes at the Future Cruise Desk. We're about to take a deep dive into the loyalty programs on board the ships. Are they truly rewarding or just as shiny illusions?